Welcome back to my YouTube. This is Mabel. I'm excited to be back. I definitely miss you guys. You can tell the excitement from my voice. I'm so glad to be back, guys. Welcome back. To start off again, I've decided to share my special puff recipe with you. Onion flavored puff with pepper. Okay, get started. Please click the red subscribe button to join our amazing family. All right, first we're going to be using 2 cups of flour, and then I'll be using half cup of sugar. Sugar should be to your taste. Absolutely, it can be more or less. And then I'll be using half teaspoon of salt. So let's set this aside for a minute. Now I'm going to prove my yeast. We need 1 tablespoon of dry yeast and some sugar to activate the yeast, and some warm water. So mix this together, just set it aside for about 5 minutes. Okay, this is just to prove that the yeast is alive. Now to the flour and sugar mix. So I'm just going to mix this together properly. Then I'm going to add 2 room temperature eggs. So I brought the eggs out of the fridge. I left it out of the fridge now for about 30 minutes here, so just is not cold. So I'm going to put in 2 eggs, 2 large eggs preferably, and mix. Now the yeast is ready. You can see the yeast is alive, so I'm just going to show you in a minute. There you go. So pour in the yeast and then mix together. And one more thing we need some warm water. So gradually we're going to add warm water to get the desired texture. Now the amount of water we need will depend on how large your eggs are, and also the amount of water you use to mix the yeast. So the warm water I used to mix my yeast was about 30 mils. I would say about 30 mils. Okay, so this is going to affect how much warm water we're going to use eventually. But anyway, this is the texture we're looking for. Not too thick and not runny. Okay, so make this well together till it's smooth. Now I'm going to put some cinnamon, just a dash of cinnamon. Some people like to use nutmeg. You can use nutmeg if you prefer nutmeg, but I'm using a dash of cinnamon. I just realized it goes well when you're putting pepper in the puff. So now cover this mix and just put it in a warm place. So now I'm going to set aside in a warm place for it to proof. I leave this to proof for about 50 minutes to an hour. You can put it on the fridge, you can put it in the microwave or oven. Please don't turn on the oven. Okay, just any warm place for like an hour. Now you can see the result. It's raising, doubled in size. But I'm going to mix it to get out some of the air bubbles, and then we're going to add the pepper. So this pepper mix is made up of some bell pepper and a little bit of scotch bonnet. Okay, so that's about a teaspoon of pepper. You can add more as you prefer. So that's about the amount of pepper I'm going to use. I'm not going to use a lot of pepper. So mix in the peppers, and then I'm going to get ready the frying oil. So to the oil I'm going to add some onion chunks. Allow the flavor to settle in before we fry on medium heat. Yeah, so I think the oil is hot enough now for frying. Now we're going to fry the puff. So just watch the way I form the balls with my hands. I already fried a batch. I had to change the pot, but there you go. So you just take some, put it in your hand, and just scoop it out between your thumb and your index finger. Yeah, that space between your thumb and your index finger. So there you have it. It's just as simple as that. Keep turning regularly till it's golden brown. Now some people like it golden brown, some like it just lightly brown, as you prefer. Okay, but there you go. That's the simple puff recipe with pepper and onion flavor. So this some people actually put onion in the puff, but I discover it affects the consistency. So instead of doing that, I just put the onions in my frying oil. Okay, and there you go. The second batch is almost ready. I think it's brown enough now. Let's take this out. Ooh, look at that puff puff. There's a stubborn puff puff in the corner that refused to turn. Can you see? Okay, I'm just going to put this in a sieve to get out the excess oil, and then I'm going to fry the next batch and the next and the next. Please use the red subscribe button to subscribe. Please don't forget to like and share this video. Okay, just a soft reminder to subscribe. Thank you so much. So I'm just going to keep frying till I'm done with the mixture. Now I made about 30 average sized puff balls with these measurements, and the details of the measurements will be in the description. Please check it out. Okay, and obviously we can't finish this in one go, so it's safe to put it in the fridge for about 2 to 3 days. So I'm actually going to store some of this in the fridge, and anytime you want to consume it, just pop it in the microwave on medium heat for about 30 seconds, and then you have your fresh puff again. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.